Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. I'm up at the storage yard today, got a little video to do. It's with a collaboration of other YouTubers. 5 things that we check before we actually set off. Now, I have a certain regime that I stick to, and if I'm left to my own devices, I actually do stick to it, and I'm quite religious about it. So let me show you exactly what we do, or I do, and hopefully there might be something there that you're not doing, which you can also incorporate into your checklist. Okay, so one of the first things we do actually is with the car, and that is that we pump the tyres up just a little bit more, just so that the tyres are above 36 psi. We run them at 40 psi just for the journey, and then when we get there we let them back down again. I think that it's a good practice to have. It just makes sure that you know, your tyres aren't being pressured down too hard on the road, so that they're kept at a nice even level to the road. Now, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, I really don't know, but it was one thing I saw another YouTuber do, and say that he actually pumped his tyres up, and then depending on how long he was on site, it depended if he put them back down again. So anyway, that was one thing that I incorporated into our to-do list. I also make sure that we have got enough engine oil within the car. I also make sure that there's enough water in the radiator and the header tank, and also make sure that we've got enough window wash in the window screen bottle. So really and truthfully, that's all we actually do with the car. Oh, we make sure obviously we've got enough diesel as well. We will run them down from 2 to 5 now. So the second thing I do is I make sure that the tyres on the Caravan are pumped up to the correct PSI. Now, these Caravan tyres were brand new, and I will leave a link in the top right hand corner. These Caravan tyres, and you can see it on there, run at 65 PSI or 4.5 bar, so they will be pumped up before I leave here today. Third thing I do is to make sure that all my lockers, being the toilet or the wet locker and the battery locker, make sure that they are secure. So that would be my third thing to do. The fourth thing I do is to make sure that all my lights are working, which I did do when I bought a home to get her washed. So they are all working perfectly, and I will check them again. The fourth thing I do is to make sure that all my steadies are stowed away correctly. I don't use a manual winding handle. I actually use a gun, an electric power tool with the actual spanner in the end of it. Call it a spanner now. Yeah, so that's what I do with that. The other thing I do is just to make sure and have a visual check of the outside of the Caravan, which is my fifth thing, just to make sure nothing is loose or hanging off, or potentially could be a danger to not only the Caravan but other road users. So there's a lot of things that you can check other than, you know, the things that I've said. You know, this is a collaboration, like I said, with some other YouTubers, and it's the 5 things that we normally check, and it is the things that I religiously check. I don't use strap down, you know, ratchets or anything like that to strap stuff down inside the Caravan. We don't actually carry a lot in the Caravan. Everything really is carried in the car, and I don't know if you can see that. I will show you if you want to come this way. Excuse me, I just got to put my glasses in my pocket in my mouth. So everything in our car is actually in there at the moment. The dog cage is in there. We've got a black plastic container, which I've done a previous video on, and that is absolutely fantastic. It is actually invaluable. We put everything in that, so it rides in there. So that's sat at the front. Then we have our little basket, which has our boots in it, trainers in it and stuff like that. So that is all contained in there. We also have another little container, if you can see through there, that also has some shoes in it as well. Sarah carries a lot of shoes, trust me. She's the Imelda Marcos of West Sussex. And then you can see the little bags in there, if you can see them. They also have got food in them. So we are pretty much self-sustained for the whole time that we're away. So I hope that this video is exactly some of the stuff that you do. If it's not, hopefully you can incorporate it into what you do. Like I say, it is 5 things that we check before we actually set off. I do check some other bits and pieces, but the 5 things is exactly what we've been asked to do, and that is exactly what I've done. So anyway, we're going to put the car on the caravan. We are going to set off to our holiday destination, and yeah, that's it. Anyway, like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you very, very soon in the next one.